Good morning, Yankee Nation. How's it going? How's everybody today? How's everybody's Saturday morning as we creep up to a beautiful Father's Day for each and every dad out there? Shout out to everyone. And I hope everybody's doing well. And let's hope that the Yankees have a better night. I went a little crazy on the stream last night because I did not agree with some of the stuff there. But we'll get into that in a few minutes. I want to get a couple things out of the way, everyone. Today, sometime, and I will put a short out at Total Turnbuckle Talk. We will be live for the first time, so we're going to talk about Monday Night Raw and also SmackDown. First of all, thank you everyone that already has subscribed to the channel and liked it and love our videos. I have an amazing partner, young TJ, who sends it all out with the young fans of the WWE and wrestling in general. And that's a lot of fun. I absolutely love doing it with him. He's such a creator. Watch the videos that we have on and everything like that. Let me tell you, he does a fantastic job. And I'm just happy that he picked me as a partner. So if I get a time while we're on the air this morning, I will definitely let you know what time we are on today live, so you all can come and join. As far as NY Yankee Mania, 4 p.m. will be our pregame show. We will be live, and of course, if there's any Yankee news between now and 4 o'clock, you'll get it in NY Yankee Mania. But please, you have to subscribe for that to happen. So once you subscribe, you'll get all the no's. As you know, we're here every morning, 8:30 in the morning, Monday through Sunday, and we have a great stream. We're getting actually new people on here, so I just want to welcome everybody. Just a few in the chat right now. Jake, how you doing? Good morning. CT Cards is going to be joining me in about a minute or so. New one. I want to give a shout out to John Kerman. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. I really appreciate you coming on this early. Jay, as I said, Jake, and who else is on here? Ken, how you doing, Ken? Good morning. Also in the email in the chat, you have the usual suspects. You have John Ferrazzo, you have Bob Rizzo, you have Paula, you have MJ, you have Kevin. How you doing, Kevin? Welcome. Now, by the way, these are people that can't come on the stream because they're either working or doing something at home, but we are on the loudspeaker, and I appreciate each and every one of you. We do have guests coming, everyone, courtesy of Nippon Sports. On Monday, we're going to have Brandon Puffer, a former world champion with the Red Sox back in 2004. He will be on a special show at 5 p.m. On Tuesday at 10 a.m., we have Clint Hurdle, right now the current batting coach of the Colorado Rockies, and that will be on at 10 o'clock in the morning. And I do have a special co-host that is going to be with me, and you'll be surprised on that. In a day or two, I will unveil who it is. And then on Thursday, we have batting coach for the Houston Astros, Alex Citron. So there's a lot of things going on here, but the most important is I really need you guys to keep subscribing to the channel. It means a lot. Good morning, 99 over 22. You're the best. I appreciate it. And Jake, good morning. So the more you subscribe, the more content, the more we can do. So we have a lot going on here, guys, and little time to do it. So we're going to get right into the show, and I'm going to bring in CT Cards, and CT is going to give his 2 cents on the Yankee game last night. Everybody knows what I said on the stream, but we'll take it one step at a time. Good morning, CT. How you doing, sir?
Good. Good morning, everybody in the chat. Good morning, Joe. As always, love you guys.
Well, let's start it off. What did you like and what did you not like about yesterday's game?
Okay, well, I'll open it up with. Luckily, the Yankees still have a 4.5 game lead. Jays lost last night, 8-0 against Philly. But we need a. How long can we keep this division lead up when we're losing games against the Red Sox, who are under 500? And the Yanks are the best road team in baseball, but last night they didn't show it. But, Yarp had a good start. It was shorter than I wanted, but much better than his last start, of course. He pitched 4 2/3 innings with 4 hits, 1 run, 3 walks. He has a 3.96 ERA on the season. Last night he threw 78 pitches with 9 whiffs. But you knew kind of by the 5th inning that this was going to be a low-scoring game. But you got to tip your hat to Crow. He pitched a gem. He was a few pitches away from a complete game, and then boom, luckily for us, Judge hit that home run. But I did want to talk to you, Joe, about the Yankees stink in extra innings, and you and I were talking about before the show, and I was going to ask, could somebody tell me how many games we've won this season in extra innings, and you were able to tell me one. I think, right? It was 1 or 2.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd love, last night we only got DJ Volpe and Judge for any hits last night. So I don't know. I'm a little concerned right now, to be honest with you, what we're seeing, because I don't know how we're losing to the below 500 teams. I don't know.
Right.
But I'll leave that at that.
I do want to get your opinion on one thing. The Anthony Volpe debacle. If anybody, and I will fight to the end of the earth, even Aaron Boone, if you think that was the right move, then you don't know baseball. I'm sorry to tell you, you don't know baseball. You don't do that. You do what the Red Sox did in the bottom of the inning. The batter comes up, he gives himself up, he hits a little ground ball to second base, the guy's on third. What makes the Yankees so much more special that they have to steal the base? So what are they telling their fan base? They can't do the little things. And you want to win a world championship?
You got to be
serious?
The little things. Yeah.
Aaron Boone, wake up!
It starts with the little things,
Are you serious? It's disgusting and embarrassing. Any team is better than the Yankees in the 10th inning. Any team, including the Colorado Rockies. And he has the nerve to say, yeah, it was the right move. Don't you think so? Yeah. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
And you come from a baseball family. A baseball family.
Well, not to change the subject, but getting back to what I was talking about, and you where I know we're both talking about. Sean Browning says we have 2 wins in extras. I thought it was 1, along with you, Joe, but I guess 2. And then Jake mentions, well, I think they're having trouble with runners in scoring position, and that's why
they did that since they won the World Series back in 2009. It's the same crap every time. A $300 million ball team cannot advance a runner. It's a total joke.
I agree. It's unbelievable.
I don't know if the Aaron Judge was a good thing they don't run. Lose the game 1-0. Don't lose it like that. And Anthony Volpe, I'm telling you, it was so stupid. So stupid. If you want to dance at first base, I understand. Okay, fine. You want to act like a nut job? Go ahead. But don't do these stupid little things. You're in the league 3 years already. You're forcing the action. You're telling your fan base, Aaron Boone, Mr. Smarty, you're telling your fan base that your guys cannot advance a runner. So don't go telling me that was the right move, my friend. You might be the manager, but we watch everything here. Good morning, FG. How you doing? How's it going?
You got 161 in the house.
What was that?
We got 161 in the house, Jason.
Oh, how you doing, Jason? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Now I know Jason is level-headed and and more power to him. But I'm sorry, you cannot tell me. And I'm not just going singling you out, because I know you're level-headed and I love it. But don't tell me that was the right move. I'm watching baseball many, many, many years. You never make the first out and the last out at third base. So you're telling the fan base that you don't have confidence in your guy to move the runner over. There's a problem there. I don't want to hear that we're 4.5 games up. I don't want to hear that. Let's go game to game. It's horse wild is what it is.
I agree with you.
So
what did you think about?
I am going to go up against anybody. I don't care if it's Michael Kay. I don't care if it's the president of the United States. I'm telling you right now, that was the wrong move.
Okay, I'm gonna change subject for a second here. What did you guys think about DJ's first time getting ejected? And what did you think about Boone's gum when he took it out of his mouth, not even hitting the ground before he was ejected?
I mean, Boone does that. He throws the thing. I mean, that's
usually it lands and he gets out of the dugout to argue.
That's a little childish. I understand. Okay, that's fine. But he didn't hit anybody. He didn't murder anyone. That's fine. I mean, he loses his balance, but fine, whatever on that. But don't come on to the public in your statement and say that was the right move. Don't you think so? That was the most idiotic thing I've ever heard in my life, coming from Aaron Boone. And that's it. I will not talk about it anymore. That's the bottom line.
Yeah, the umps. Some Edgelock brought up the umps. That's what I wanted to bring up with you, Joe. Was what are your thoughts recently on the umps? Because this is getting ugly. This is getting really ugly with the umps.
I don't know. The umpires, they got to go. I mean, they really have to go. You know my thought on that. I would love to see women umpires, just to see the difference and all of that. I have no problem with that. So, let's see how it goes. But waiting in the wings is our co-host also in the morning, Ken from The Ugly Truth.
Nice, Ken.
I'm going to just say this one more time. I want to put the thing to rest with the Anthony Volpe. They did wrong. They lost the game. It's on them. That's it. I am done with it. John Ferrazzo's here. How you doing? John D-Train, how are you? FG, how's it going? I hope everybody's doing well. And in case that I don't get to see or hear you guys tomorrow, happy Father's Day to each and every one of you and your fathers and everybody in the family. I hope you have a wonderful day. And while you can, a little part of your day, if you can come here for the Yankee live stream that we will be doing play-by-play on NY Yankee Mania. And with that in mind, let's bring in Ken from The Ugly Truth, who's going to be calling tonight's Yankee Red Sox game again, which is on Fox. And, you know what we think about that. So let's move on. Good morning. Good morning, sir. How you doing?
Good morning. Sorry I'm a little bit late. Today is the 38th anniversary of my father's passing, and my mother wanted to talk a little bit.
Oh, God, please, God bless. And he's looking at you guys and very proud of you, Ken.
You know what my father's thinking? He was true blue Yankee through and through. The last conversation we had when he was alive in '87 was how shitty the Yankees were doing at the time. Mm-hmm. He's looking down on the Yankees, and he may be shaking his head a little bit, but he'd be proud that they're in that they're in first place.
Oh yeah, no question about it. Good morning, Merck. How you doing? Sean Browning, how are you? Appreciate you spending some time with us. Jonathan, how are you? Welcome to the stream.
And when you're looking at it, Aaron Boone is never going to throw a player on the under the bus.
No, we know that.
So at his presser, did you think he was going to come out and say, "Oh, Volpe ran on his own and he screwed the pooch"? No, he's going to say it was the right move, and he's going to say the stuff that he did. He's no Girardi, who would throw players under the bus during a press conference. Hell, he threw the press under the bus at press conferences. Girardi ended up losing his job because of that type of behavior, and his locker room didn't support him. Boone has the support of the players, and like I said, he wasn't going to throw anybody under the bus. That was a fact of life. I didn't even need to watch the interview, and I knew that was going to happen. But you guys are picking sesame seeds out of chicken shit. The bigger issue is the goddamn Ghost Runner. Our record since the Ghost Runner has come on the road, we are 2-10 and 13-4 at home. If you look across the board, there is a serious competitive advantage for the home team to score.
Hey Ken,
and win.
Can I interrupt you for 1 minute?
Sure.
Something important in the chat. I want to give a shout out to Merck. So saucy. I'm so sorry what you and your family are going through. First of all, prayers for your dad of 2 years. And I know the feeling when mine passed away. I miss him every day, and same thing with my mom. So it's very tough. And what you're going through with your sister and your nephew, my heart goes out to you. Everybody here in NY Yankee Mania. I can honestly say from the bottom of my heart, we love you guys. And I will say a special St. Anthony prayer for you and your family. And I really hope that the rest of the gang here joins me in saying, you have friends here, you have family. If you ever need to talk, we are here for you. That's what we're all about. I might do a little screaming or whatever, but always know that I am here for each and every one of you guys. That's what family is all about. So we pray for you. We pray for your sister and your nephew. And if you need a friend, NY Yankee Mania is here for you. You're here for us. We are here for you. You can always get in touch with us.
Merck, you have my number. Give me a call after the show.
So thank you. I'm sorry, Ken, for interrupting. I just thought it was something I needed to do.
Hey Ken, I love when you're in your shop, Ken. I love this.
Yeah, it's a lot better.
Yeah.
It also sounds better than
when you're. Yeah, it sounds better. You don't freeze up when you're inside. It freezes up sometimes, and we get an echo and stuff. So this is great, Ken.
I'm on a tablet inside, in the house. I'm on a regular system out here in my shop.
Yeah, it sounds much better. It's not choppy. It's perfect. You sound great.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody in the chat for giving prayers to Merck and his family. That's really, really, that's what I mean about this chat. It's not all about the Yankees. It's all about everything in life. And these are the important facts. Not somebody getting thrown out at third base. Not somebody doing all these crazy things and think that they're God's gift to baseball. No, you're the important one. You make the Yankees what they are, not them. Because if it's not for us, there is no Yankees. There is no baseball. So always remember that, everybody in the chat. You are the stars. I don't care if one whatever is making $780 million. You're the star. He's not. You are. Always remember that. Go ahead, Ken.
Yeah, I missed the Merck thing, or I would have stopped. So I apologize for that.
No, not at all. No.
I definitely understand family tragedy and drama, because certainly every one of us faces it every day.
Yes.
I'm going to give you a little bit of baseball advice that my old man gave me when I was younger.
Please do.
When I would lose a game from the bump, and I didn't think that I deserved to lose because some ass clown made it and kept me on the mound longer, or the ump was squeezing me on the strike zone, he would tell me, it's over with. You can't change the ump's decision. It's done. Get the fuck on with it and do better the next time. My dad was one of those guys, he loved baseball. He loved the game. And he told you the way it was. He didn't pull punches. He wasn't going to stay in your feelings. And that's probably one of the biggest things that I inherited from him was dishing out the ugly truth when it was on the line.
No, I appreciate your thoughts. Didn't appreciate the curse, though. We do have young viewers on here.
That's why I laughed.
Cursing allowed on this channel, please.
Well,
I understand what you're saying.
It's the Navy in me that was built in over a 31-year career, so apologize for it, but sometimes it just happens.
I understand. Guys, I just have a little breaking news for my other channel with TJ. Tomorrow morning at 10:45, we will go on live on Total Turnbuckle Talk. So it's going to be tomorrow morning at 10:45. Come to the chat and ask any of your wrestling questions, anything going on. I know SmackDown was excellent last night. A lot of things were going on, but we'll save that for tomorrow. So we're live tomorrow, 10:45. Everybody go there, subscribe, get your questions ready, and we'll go. And you'll see how amazing my partner, young TJ, is. He is totally, I am so proud to do this show with him. It's a different perspective in the world of professional wrestling. So I wanted to get that out to everybody. Thank you so much. As far as the Yankees, guys, I'm hoping tonight, hopefully we have a game. I mean, the weather stinks, but I'm hearing that the weather in Boston is supposed to be okay.
We're only getting 2/10 of an inch in Connecticut, so I don't think we'll have an inch.
Right. So I believe maybe we had to lose that game to win 2 out of 3. Maybe we turned the switch. Last week, the Yankees won on Friday and then lost the next 2. Now, this time, the Red Sox won on Friday. Let's hope the Yankees win the next 2. But we got to go with tonight's game. Yeah. And my concern is, again, the left-handed pitcher in Fenway Park. Not so much with, they stopped Divas and all of that. But then Navarez, he's a real pain in the butt. He really is. And, now do you say, should you have walked him? Yeah, probably. I don't care if there was a man on first. Move him over. Who cares? There's 2 outs in the 9th. And Hill was throwing the ball very well. But he grooved one to Navarez, and it went flying. And that's my only fear, at Fenway Park. A left-hander, you get a lot of those good right-handed hitters, and you got a problem there. But we'll see. I'd rather face Navarez than Campbell. I don't know about that. Because the Yankees have a history of not getting catches out. They just don't. Look at Travis d'Arnaud. That guy could be batting .201. He comes and sees the Yankees. He hits 3 home runs in a game. How do you figure that?
Well, Ken, you're awfully quiet here, Ken. What is your take on last night's game?
And he called it too.
Sometimes you eat the bear, sometimes the bear eats you. You can't do anything but tip your hat to Crochet. We dinged him up pretty hard the last time we faced him. Last night he came out with a vengeance. The dude almost had a complete game shutout against the New York Yankees. I don't know how many people he struck out, but I know there was a boatload of them, and I know Judge was 3 of them And if you look at Judge facing Crochet, I mean, that top of the ninth was a classic Titan, power versus power. Judge was 1 for 8 against Crochet, and Judge had struck out the 7 previous times against Crochet, and he had looked silly because Crochet was coming high up and in, and Judge couldn't catch up with it. I don't think any hitter could have caught up with those pitches. Judge waited. He had one mistake that he drilled foul, and Crochet didn't get away with the second one because I think that damn ball went into orbit after Judge got a hold of it. I know it left Fenway Park completely. So yeah, we may have a new satellite up there circling in the heavens.
I like that. Hey Celia, welcome to the stream. Thanks for being with me last night. You were a comfort to us because you totally agreed with everything that I was saying, and I appreciate that. Thank you. John Ferrazzo says, how about Kirk from Toronto? Well, he's the guy I told you. I know people that just go on those betting sites. When the Yankees face Toronto, they're going to bet Kirk gets at least 1 or 2 hits, and they got easy money. This guy, they can't figure out. He could be batting 2. The Mets, he couldn't get a hit off of. The Yankees, single, double, home run, double, single. I mean, what is the problem? What is it? And these coaches, please, our third base coach should not be there. I'm not sure about the batting coach, but it's getting really nauseating to see what's going on. If you can't teach these guys how to move a runner from second to third or from first to second, you got a real problem here, guys. Yeah. You got a real problem. Now, I know the coaches can only say it, and the ball player, the so-called superstar, could do it, and they don't. It's on them.
Okay, it's brewing, Joe. You just brewed something up. You can look at Ken's reaction right now. I'm waiting for Ken to respond to this.
Yeah, no, I know a lot of it he doesn't agree, and that's fine. That, we're not here to agree with each other. We're here to tell them, like his channel says, the ugly truth. And I'm sorry. If you think our third base coach is good, then you know what? You don't know baseball. I'm sorry. He's there because of loyalty for Aaron Boone, with Aaron Boone. That's all he's there for.
You know what? Everyone is focused on the Volpe running error or running throw out.
It goes deeper than that. It goes deeper than that. You know it.
There are 2 things. Well, hold on a sec. I'm not going to sit here and throw myself on the ground and suck my thumb and start having a temper tantrum, but I'm going to tell you what I have to say. We had runners at first and third last night, earlier in the game, with no outs. We could not push one godforsaken run across. The results were strikeout, weak ground out.
Yep.
I don't know how many times I've seen us have that exact same scenario or even bases loaded and not be able to push a run across. I understand that it's hard to bunt against a Garrett Crochet type pitcher because the countermeasure for a bunt is a high fastball. Generally, the hitter can't get the bat on a plane to take a level shot. That's why a lot of times when you see batters running or bunting, they squat down to get the best profile on the pitch. But when Crochet is coming in there at 99 plus, that's a hard task. But it shouldn't be a hard task to get a bat on the ball and put a fly into the outfield.
I agree with you.
The thing that the team has not been great on this year, much better than last year, is the situational hitting. Situational hitting is something from my collegiate days, is something that was practiced every day with anybody who touched a bat, pitchers, bench people that were on the field. It was inbred, and that's a part of the sport that I don't truly think exists anymore. So that's me and my soapbox and philosophical. If had we actually done what we should have, if we had done exactly what we should have done, Volpe, we wouldn't have been in the 10th inning. We would have won that game 2-1.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
And I'm going to tell you, for the love of God, Yarby is a dog. He held that Tiger by the tail. He may only went 4 2/3 innings, but they only scored one run off of him.
Yeah. John the Beagle, good morning. How you doing, FG? Good morning. How are you? Listen, Ken, I agree with a lot that you're saying, but it just shows me how not disciplined this is. And John Ferrazzo's right. Get a damn bunting coach. I know how they have a coach for this, a coach for that, a coach for this, a coach for that. Get a bunting coach.
You know the thing that's funny? Volpe takes a lot of heat consistently. But in last night's game, there were only 4 hits, and Volpe owned 2 of them. Volpe made some very, very good defensive plays last night, too. And the thing that Volpe is remembered for is a kid mistake in the top of the 10th.
And that lost the game.
There were a lot of things that lost the game. The one thing that, for me, baffles and confuses me is how the hell 7 people can be looking at a monitor and determine that DJ did not get a double down the line. They blew that thing up. You could see chalk coming up. How do 7 people miss that on a screen? You could see them in the MLB station all gathered around.
I agree with you.
If that's the best they can do, then they need to fire those clowns and get people that actually know how to review the footage.
I agree with Ken.
Because I counted them. When we were doing my live stream, I was like, man, there's 7 of them there. They're taking way too long on this. And I knew we were going to get screwed on that deal.
I agree. Agree with Ken, 100%. That was unreal. Absolutely unreal.
I like what Jake says, guys. Guys, I just found a gray hair on my head, and I blame Boone.
I told him that all my grays are from Boone.
I love that, Jake. John Ferrazzo goes, Phil Rizzuto must be cooling in his grave. There is one that I like of Sean Browning. Get Ichiro to teach bunting.
The lost art of bunting.
Bad idea. That is not a bad idea.
Hey, Jake, consider yourself blessed. At least it's turning white. It's not falling out.
You got that right. You got, really. Listen, being a Yankee fan, if you don't get gray hair, then you're not normal. Then you're not seeing the game that we see. Because the Yankees can make you gray like that. I mean, in a spur of the moment. If you would have been able to follow the everything that happened in the years of the championships and when they were absolute garbage, believe me when I tell you, not only is it gray, you're lucky you still have hair because you'd be pulling it out. So that I can definitely tell, Devon Williams, 99, Devin Williams, obviously tonight they'll go straight to him. But listen, they were going to lose that game, whether we like it or not. And at this point, for everything that we went through, maybe the Judge Homer shouldn't have happened because they were going to lose anyway. I'd rather lose that way than the way we actually lost because we look silly.
You are so full of it. The Judge home run is probably going to be one of the classics that's looked on for now to the next 20 years. That was a fantastic moment. I wouldn't trade that for all the tea in China.
And they took out all the joy from running from second to third. Took out everything. All the sales of the team.
That's has nothing to do with the Judge hit. That will be in Yankee highlights forever. That was a momentous Titan versus Titan, and Judge had been getting spanked for 2 series by this guy.
I retract from it. You're right. But because I'm so angry with what happened later on, that I shouldn't have said that. I retract that. I apologize. It was a great moment. Unfortunately, the Yankees lost the game. That's it. I retract.
And as Pop says,
I was so
you got a game
angry
today.
man. I was so angry. And you know what happens? You know what happens when you're angry. You don't really. You're not saying. You're not going with a full deck. And the bottom line is, when you do calm down, you do understand. And this time, kudos to you, Ken. You're right. Dumb mistake on my part.
I didn't go nuts on the play-by-play when it was happening in real life in front of the fans.
Right. And I would have helped. I mean, I went on the stream thinking, looked like we, obviously we're going to lose, but I wanted to change the luck. I put the lamp was on, everything on. The minute I turned it on, boom, Judge
hit the homer. I was on both streams. I was going back and forth, and no lie, Ken. Joe put on the lamp, and like a minute later, Judge hit the home run. It was too funny.
Well, I changed three different hats to try to turn the luck last night too. I have my old faithful veterans hat that I put on just moments before the Judge home run happened. And I'm going to tell you what, being a former baseball player and whatnot, there isn't a baseball player out there that can sit there and tell you that they don't have superstitions. Mm-hmm. Always about turning the luck. For me, when I was on the bump, I had to have a BLT sandwich before I pitched, or it was going to be a crappy day. But we got a Fox game. I'm not enamored with the whole freaking Fox project, because we're going to have my personal hero, John Smoltz, on there talking crap about the Yankees the entire game. Blah, 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 blah. His baffling bullshit. But today, Carlos Rodon is going to be facing those guys up for the second time, just as Crochet did. I anticipate a similar type outing from Rodon. And Dobbins, he got us the first time. I don't think he's going to get us this time, because he's not got any tricks in the bag that he can pull out on us. We've seen his whole freaking repertoire.
And I'd like to see them do the same. I'd like to see that lineup with Wells and Volpe in the bottom of that lineup, and you'll see how things will change. You put him. I know he had 2 hits last night, but that's where they belong, in the bottom of the lineup, and it makes the Yankees that much better. We do have waiting in the wings, Jonathan. We're going to bring him up for a couple of minutes. How you doing, Jonathan?
Hi.
Good morning. How's it going?
Good.
All right, I want to address one.
Uh-oh.
I see a comment from 99/22 to me. Judge's home run last night meant nothing. It is the exact same thing as the Judge ALCS homer off of Class A. Well, I disagree with you, because Judge had been getting spanked by Crochet all night long for 2 series. And he was able to overcome the 7 consecutive strikeouts, because as I was calling the game, I'd say, well, that's strikeout number 5 in a row against Crochet, 6 in a row. And when the metal hit the road, Judge was able to overcome it. And perhaps the next time we face Boston and Crochet is on the bump, Judge will have just that little bit of confidence. Yeah, we lost. Guess what? Every team in baseball loses 60 games. Some of them are going to be blowouts. Some of them are going to be heartbreakers and close ones.
No, great.
Before that home run, was he 1 for 8 or 1 for 7 against?
Yeah, he was 1 for 8 with 7 consecutive strikeouts.
Yep, 7 Ks.
So having a home run after 7 strikeouts is not meaningless or worthless.
Right. Now he's 1 for 1. He's 1 for 1 against
think
them.
about that in a positive way.
So I will tell you, from a ball player's perspective, the next time Crochet comes up and he sees Judge, that home run is going to be ringing in his head.
Yeah, there are other things other than the home run or the 1 for 8, 2 for 9 to think about. Is the mental side of the game.
Yes. Oh yeah. I mean, it was jubilation when he hit the home run. No question about it. But my God, the events that happened after that was just mind-boggling. And,
John-
and a couple of calls went again. First of all, in all honesty, if I dissected the slide of Volpe, he was safe. He was safe.
Well,
I mean, whatever happened to the people in New York knowing the tie goes to the runner? What happened to that?
The thing that concerns
was on the base before he was touched in the arm, but they didn't see it that way.
The thing that concerns me, the slide and out, it's over with. It's the ramifications of what happened last night. DJ LeMahieu got pumped out of the game. He got thrown out. Generally, the league goes one by one. If a player is ejected from the game, he's also suspended from the next game.
Mm-hmm.
You have to file an appeal and whatnot. So are we going to end up losing DJ in this series and have to put Pablo Reyes in there to man his spot, which weakens our lineup? And in my personal opinion, it was baloney that DJ got thrown out anyways.
His first game ever.
I think he actually came out and said, well, that was a lousy call and or something like that, and he was thrown out of the game. These umpires, they're disgusting. Each and every one of them. They think who the hell they are. The people are not there for them, Ken. We're there to see the stars. Who cares about a stupid umpire?
Well, hey, Jonathan, how do you like to be in the middle of Ken and Joe here?
No, we're agreeing. I'm agreeing.
I'm not in the middle. I'm like you. I'm in the corner.
But
we're not arguing.
That's the concern for me.
Right.
Is an umpire is supposed to be in the background, mediating the game. At this point, the umpires are actually changing the course of the game.
Right.
With bad calls behind the dish, bad calls out in the field, the reviews, and the DJ hit was not the first one that's been blown by freaking New York reviewing.
Yeah.
The Yankees lost a home run. Judge lost a home run in Tampa that everyone on the planet could see was a home run, but the people in New York couldn't.
It's horrible.
There might have to be a different way of measuring this stuff. Maybe using I don't know.
Listen, that's not even the point, Jonathan. The point is this: when an umpire could take over a game like that, MLB has serious problems.
Yeah, well, that is something MLB has to consider when umpires make decisions like this. I mean, MLB has already made many changes over the last 5 years to try to improve the fan experience. That's what they claim, improving the fan experience. When you have home runs taken away or make bad calls, that's not improving fan experience. That is anger and frustration. And that might, if that continued to happen on a regular basis, that might even drive some fans away, because you're not paying $150 or so to watch an umpire change the course of a game with a call. I mean,
right.
Look,
Exactly.
I'll tell you this live here. I am going to the game on Tuesday. This Tuesday, I'll be at Yankee Stadium. It's against the Angels. So I believe the seats are in right field along the between first base and right field. So I'll have a pretty good view of everything. Now, the tickets didn't cost an arm and a leg. I got them. The tickets that I paid were less than $110 per ticket.
Jonathan.
Right on the field.
Jonathan, do this.
Okay. Oh, his fingers are gone.
Both the arms are there. All the fingers are there. So I believe you.
This is a filter.
It does look like your fingers are missing.
My fingers are.
Oh, there they are. There they are. Okay. Just making sure, Jonathan.
No, this filter makes you feel like you need to go to your eye doctor.
Ken, the text that you sent me, you want to talk about it?
About my dad?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could talk about my dad forever and a day. My dad was he's been gone for a lot of times, and he was a huge impact on my life, on outlook for baseball. He took me as far as he could, coaching me to be a pitcher. He gave me the tools that I needed to develop in the game. They didn't have a lot of money. My dad was supporting his mother in the Virgin Islands and my other grandmother in Korea. So the money was pretty thin, but he always seemed to manage to be able to get me to a camp or to if I needed new equipment. He could always get that for me. He was in the Air Force, and there was a lot of times that he was deployed and gone, but I always knew that he was there in spirit with me, as I know that he follows me even today. And the moments for me that were extraordinarily special, my dad was there, and had I have been able to fulfill my dreams to be in the major leagues, the first person I would have given a ball to or a jersey or anything would have been my pops. He was a great man that was taken from us way too young.
Yes.
And my dad's story is no different than thousands, hundreds, thousands, millions of people. There are always special people in your life, and just the cycle of life, you lose them. And one day we're not going to be here, and the ones that we leave behind, they'll carry on our memories and whatnot.
Oh yeah, no, I agree. No, I agree. And kudos to your mom and to the family. Again, for all our fathers that passed away, we're going to say a special prayer today and tomorrow. I do it every day anyway. I actually talk to my dad and to get the guidance, because he was everything. He was my friend. He was my best friend. I just never imagined a world without him. And he was so kind-hearted, he came from Italy. He built a business, a bakery business, and he grew up, all of us, from his two boys to the grandchildren that he saw before he passed. And there was never an unkind word about this man, and not because it was my dad, but he was an inspiration. He was always, hey, Joe, you want to do this? Great, I'm behind you. It's never wrong. There's never a right or wrong with the dad. They're always there. Your mom and dad are like the greatest gifts we can ever get. Friends come and go and all of that, but they're your rock. And days like this, especially Father's Day and Mother's Day, are very emotional for me. And it'll always be that way. But I take my hat off to everybody, all the soldiers, everything, that put their lives out for all of us. And we have sports to we fight and we do that, but we always forget sometimes that it's not that important. What's important is when you close that TV and what's inside with you, your wife, your kids, your grandkids. That is what life is all about. And just to hear somebody say, hey, Grandpa, I love you. Well, that's what life is all about. That's what you need.
You know,
We clown around about Volpe getting thrown out at third base or whatever. It doesn't matter. You know what? Volpe has a wonderful grandfather. I know him personally. One of the nicest guys. He's got a fantastic family. So sometimes we forget, guys. We forget that they're normal human beings too. And I'm glad we had this talk, Ken. I think it's important, and just we take a step back a little bit to just say how life is. And it's a beautiful thing when we open up our eyes each and every morning, and never take that for granted, and never take anything in your life for granted. Go for what you feel you want to do and make it happen. And you'll love yourself for it.
you know, the one thing that always rings in my head, and I've used it on my own sons as they were coming up. He would always tell me, because I would look at him like he was crazy. He would say, "You know, son, the older you get, the smarter I'm going to be." Because as a kid, I couldn't understand what he was actually saying, but years later, sage words of advice rang out in my head.
No, I agree. You're right. Graham Highline has my kids were much the same. Both my late wife and me were often away at the same time. They know that their aunt better than either their mother or yes. And that's another thing. That's a great point, Graham. The aunts and the uncles and the godsons and the godfathers and the godmothers are as important to the mother and father too. So kudos to all of that, because while you go to work and better your life, the grandparents are always there. The grandparents are the greatest gift that a little boy or a little girl can ever have in life. Hold on to it, guys, because it's, like I said, it's the greatest gift. Not always going to be there, but while you have it, enjoy every second of it. Every second of it. Graham, thank you. I really like these times that we all have together, everyone, because it really brings out the true selves of all of us, not only on the show, but on the chat. And I can't stress enough how much I love you guys. And, I get a little crazy with the game and everything, but let's remember where we're from. And if we can do that, we are champions. We are the 28th championship and the 29th and the 30th. We are all champions, no matter what. Rather the Yankees win or lose. You close that set. Ken goes into his house. Jonathan, CT, and everybody else goes into their house. And you turn around, you see your kids, you see your grandkids. You are a champion, and you always will be a champion. Never forget that, everyone.
Well,
So now with that in mind, let's get back to fighting. No, I'm just.
I'll tell you. On Tuesday, I had tickets to the game. I'm going to the game on Tuesday.
Right. Well,
So I'll be sitting. I think it'd be somewhere between first base and right field. So I'll have a pretty good seat view. And
Are you going to paint your hands different colors so we can see you on the TV screen?
no,
I should send you a shirt. Listen to NY Yankee Mania at 8:30 in the mornings, Monday through Sunday. That would be nice.
Well, if you send me that shirt, I'll wear it in Yankee Stadium. But I'm sure nobody will look at me.
Well, you never know, But that's cool. Enjoy the game. Ken, you want to say something?
Yeah. Speaking of service, I have a 4-year-old that is demanding the attention of his grandfather. So we've been on for about 55 minutes, and I'm going to hop off. But okay. I wanted to say thank you for everyone being here. This has been a bit of a different conversation than we normally have. Thoughts and prayers are out to you, Merck. know
And
that you're in our thoughts. And I will be on at 7:10 to call tonight's game. So look forward to seeing and hearing from you. If you got some time, drop by and give a shout out and a like. And let's
and
go
also,
Yankees.
and maybe we'll see you on the pregame. Have a good day. Give love to the family.
The Ugly Truth, man. You got to check it out, guys. Make sure you check out Ken's Ugly Truth channel.
Yeah, no, yeah, without a doubt. So let's talk a little bit about tonight's game, guys. What are your
Here's the
what
picture.
would you like to? Who would you like to see in the lineup against this guy that can't keep his mouth shut? That the Yankees, if they were the last team, he would retire, or he would, he's lucky he's in the major leagues, but that's besides the point.
Well, I think that's very arrogant of talking. all that talk. Look, what will happen? What happens if today? This is just hypothetical, not a prediction. But if he gives up 5 runs in the first inning, 2 runs in the second, and is pulled before the third out in the second,
That would be cool. At least we could say na 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 na, hey, goodbye. Don't come back, because you come to Yankee Stadium. We may just grab you and put you in the washer. We'll do
so
something.
I think everybody who usually says those things, every pitcher, most of the time they are proven wrong and they get beat. You can tell throughout history that has happened. I mean, I think not Greg Maddux, but the Schmaltz, for example. We beat him twice, and he's still not over it after almost 30 years.
Right. Well,
So look, as far as I'm concerned, a guy like Schmaltz can just go kick his own ass on his own island.
I agree. I don't like Smoke. Sorry.
No, Schmaltz.
while we're on the
The problem with Schmaltz and announcing a Yankee game is especially on Fox, which is basically essentially a nonpartisan network because it's not owned by any one team. So it's a neutral network. So for being on a neutral network, you have to announce more neutral. If he was on Atlanta's network on the Braves, I'd understand that more. But he's on Fox, so you have to announce like you're just an announcer and not someone who has history of losing.
No, that's true.
Anyway, I have about 2 more minutes to free up.
Okay. Well, give us your final thoughts for tonight, and what do you think the score is going to be?
I think after yesterday, the Yankees are going to come back. They're going to have to be better with the decision making. I'm hoping for a different lineup. I do not want to see Reyes in the lineup. I'm hoping not to see Reyes in the lineup. But what I would like them to do, I would like them to be much more pitch selective, try to work the pitcher and work with walks and hits, and do not make any stupid base running mistakes.
Okay, that sounds good. So, are you in agreement that the Yankees will win today's game?
Well, I don't know if Stanton is going to be back. If Stanton is back today, and there has been nothing indicating that he is, then I have a better feeling about it. If not, then it's going to be a close game like tomorrow. But until we have news on Stanton for today, that is TBD. That answer.
Gotcha. Well, thank you, Jonathan. Always great. Any breaking story? Let
I'll
us
keep an eye
know.
on Stanton.
Thank you so much. You have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
And in case we don't talk, happy Father's Day to your family and all.
Thank you.
You take care. Well, and then there was one. Hey, LB, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. He's saying that Stanton is playing at AAA today. Yeah, I think if anything, CC, we may see him tomorrow.
Me too. I agree. 100%.
That's what I believe.
I've been saying that the whole time, that Game 3 would be the game we'd see Stanton back if we see him during this series.
Yes, that's what I think at this point. I think that they're going to hey, Cold Italian Pizza, didn't see you sneak up there. How you doing, guy? How's it going? Let's see what he has to say. So pitching only gives up 1 run in Fenway. Offense couldn't score 2 runs. What a bad loss. Oh yeah. You haven't been on the stream long enough to hear our rants, but we won't go over it again. But if you listen to the stream, just go back to the video and you'll hear it. But this has been a great show. And Cold Italian Pizza, I don't know if you're a dad, but even if you're not, happy Father's Day to you and your family. And I hope tomorrow's a wonderful day. And if you can, sneak a few minutes and come and watch the live play-by-play here on NY Yankee Mania tomorrow. And I would appreciate it. And hopefully with Father's Day, and thank God they're on Yes tomorrow. And hopefully that they'll come back tonight and tomorrow. So Cold Italian Pizza, thanks so much. We really appreciate it. 99, how are you? Ken and Alan are pitching good in AAA. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. And I think they're the next call-ups, especially Alan. Ken is probably, a few more starts, maybe that's the acquisition and they bring up during the trade deadline. Don't know how much, Ken was saying the Yankees have some wiggle room because last year we went to 318. I don't know if Alan was going to do that again. We really don't know. If they could trade a Stroman, which I think is going to be very hard to do. I'm not sure. I don't know what the thinking is, but that's going to be for another show. We're going to have a round table. We're going to dissect the minor league system, who we feel could go in a trade that wouldn't hurt the system, and then just replace them maybe with an international player down the line. What is going on in the Yankee thinking? What's the brain trust going through right now? And where are they concentrating on? Are they concentrating on the bullpen? Are they concentrating on a starter? Are they concentrating on a third baseman? Or are we worried about the bench? So you have 4 major things that the Yankees could improve on, but very, very limited funds. I mean, I'm not saying they're broke. No, it's the limited of he does not want to go over that $310 million or whatever. Celia says, I agree. I want Veras over Peraza. Yes, that 100%. Vivas didn't do anything wrong to get him sent down. It should have been, but Peraza, the problem is he has no more. You can't send him down. It's either you do that or he's going to have to go on waivers. So are we willing to take that chance? I mean, is Peraza that valuable that you can't, are you worried really if he goes through waivers? Yeah, he's going to be picked up. We all know that. Yes, Vivas was batting 154, but there was a different feel when he was in the lineup. He's going to catch fire. I mean, right now he's a decent AAA player, but I don't know. Again, it's kudos on. It's 1/2 dozen of the other guys. Maybe Vivas does need to shorten his swing, but that comes with time and effort, and he will. Unless he's going to be in a trade, he might be put in some type of trade. To I don't know. I'm confused, but bottom line is right now we got to deal with what we have, And right now, the best lineup they can put out there, in my opinion, I want to see Wells batting ninth because they had a lot of success with that. Why change it?
Now,
That's the way
99 over 22 asked, is there any news on Hill when he's coming back?
It's been very quiet. I think he's going to be throwing off a mound very soon. The latest I heard about it, but there's no official word. I wish somebody brings that up in talks with either Boone or whatever. But no, there hasn't been any other official word with that yet. But I'm hearing that he's gonna throw off the bullpen mound very soon. That's the last I heard. Celia goes.
There you go, Celia. Yeah.
I feel like there was more of a chance of Vivas getting a hit. I still remember the Vivas 13 pitch at bat against Stenick and the Mets game. Yes, very good, Celia. If you drop us a line, Joe Yankees 28 at gmail.com. If you let us know how to get in touch with you, I'd like to get you on the show. I'd like to hear your views. You always have something really, really good, very, very good to say on the stream. So if you're not bashful or whatever, we'd love to get your views and come on with us. That would be awesome, Celia. So if you would do that, that would be great. Ken, can you put the link on if you don't mind? Joe Yankees 28 at gmail.com.
My name's not Ken.
I mean, all right. I got a lot on my mind. Okay?
You called me Ken.
All right, Ken. I mean, CT.
Give me a second. Yeah, I'll do that. Give me a second.
And please, if anybody in the stream would like to possibly come on one of the shows, please let me know. But we have to start a little dialogue off the air, and I'd be more than happy to speak with you and see what you like to talk about. And maybe there's a topic that you can really lend a hand here, and I would appreciate it. So, so with that going, again, Merck says, about Cousins. Yeah, that was a big blow. Losing Cousins was not fantastic. I was a little disturbed about that. We do need him, but I don't really see him coming back this year. I think it's done. I am curious to. Hey, Names, how you doing? Welcome back to the stream. What I like to do is just know Yankees. Will they rebound from this from that last night? You think they come out hungry? How do you feel for tonight's game? In that respect.
I think tonight is redemption night for Rodon and the offense. I think tonight is going to be. I bet this game's over pretty quick. I know I'm not sounding full of myself, but I really do think that tonight, by the third, fourth inning, it's going to be over. Unless our bullpen loses it, but I think we're going to get 6+ innings. It wouldn't surprise me to get 7 innings pitched out of Rodon, and I'm going to say he gives up 2 runs, maybe. And as long as our offense can, hit tonight, I think we'll win this game easily.
99 has a question, CT. How many people are we allowed to have in the bullpen? I think it's 12, 11.
It's 11 or 12, yeah.
Yeah, and then it goes up by 1 in the September 1st.
Yeah, I believe that's right. Yeah.
13
and 13. Oh, okay, it's 13.
Okay, it could be 13. Okay. That's great. Thank you, Graham.
Thank you, Graham.
That's a possibility, but that's a little too much in the bullpen. Pitching. We do need some hitters. We need some backup hitters for sure. For that. So, but I'm looking for a rebound tonight, guys. And you just don't want the old habits to come back. that they don't hit in the clutch. You know, John Ferrazzo earlier said when we really lost the game last night was when we had second and third, nobody out. You had strikeout. Now, he said it was 3, but it wasn't. The last one was a pop out.
Yeah,
but what's the difference?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You know?
Yeah. John says it's better to be called Ken. At least he didn't call you Bobby. All right, John, hang in there now. Hey, John, you're so smart. Why don't you come on the air with us, man? Drop me a line at joeyankees28 at gmail.com. I'll get the information. We'll put you on. What do you think? Nah, he's just joking. Okay. Merck says Stroman will get moved to the bullpen. Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely hope so. Hamilton has options, so does De Los Santos. Yeah, Hamilton looked a little better, I got to say, last night, guys. So that was encouraging. Now let's see what he does on back-to-back. Yes, 99. Thank you for pointing that out. He did pitch better last night. He looked hungry. He looked like his old self. And if he is trade bait, he didn't hurt himself yesterday at all for pitching like that. It looked like his fastball was back. Bro, only junk pickup that worked for the Yankees last season was Weaver. Anyone else sucks in the bullpen. Okay. How do you really feel? Hamilton is inconsistent. Like sometimes he looks great, and the other times he looks horrible. Yeah, he looks great or he looks very hittable. What I am encouraged about, though, little by little, Loizaga is going more than an inning. And that's big because before he couldn't handle it. He was great in 1 inning, and then he stunk in inning 2. But little by little, the way they're working him in, he's getting to the point where he can give us 2 innings. And that would be big because in the big push games, you can have him 6 and 7 and then go Williams, Weaver, or Weaver Williams, and you got yourself a winning formula. Loizaga, all he needs to give, if he gives us 2 innings, the game is shortened to the 6th inning. That's the beauty of this bullpen. So get him ready. Get him ready to give you 2 innings. And this game is like years ago, shortened in the 6th and 7th innings. And then you let your starter just throw his arm all the way. Throw it as hard as you can because you got a great bullpen behind you. So that's where that goes. So we are an hour and 13 minutes in the stream, guys. I would like everybody to give me your thoughts. Who's going to be the star of the game, and what is Rondon's going to do tonight, guys? What do you think? Give you a couple of minutes. Please put that in the stream. So, CT, do you have an outlook of what you like to see from him, and what do you think is going to happen tonight?
I'd just like to see Rodon not give up home runs, not walk batters, and I think he's going to come out with a vengeance here. He wants to redeem himself after his last start. So I have faith in him. What'd you say?
And he keeps his cool.
Yeah, I just tone it down, chill. If you get into a jam, just pitch through it. And we have seen him do that. I mean, he hadn't given up a home run since I think May. What was it, May? And all of a sudden, that last game, he gave up 2 home runs, and it was his first. I said the first home runs he'd given up since I think May 10th. I could be wrong, but I think it was May 10th. So
yes,
not bad.
I think you're right. Well, guys, just a couple of things. So we will be back at 4 p.m. with the pregame show right here. Hey, Dev, how you doing? Dev, I'm going to make an announcement for you for the wrestling in a minute or so, and I think you'll be interested in it. So we're on at 4 o'clock with the pregame. From there, we have a little break. You guys go have your dinner and whatever, and then go to Ken's stream, The Ugly Truth, for the play-by-play. Then we have a whole sort of things coming on. I'll do the post-game immediately following the game Tomorrow morning we have coffee, bagels, pancakes at 8:30 again, as always. And then we're going to do the live stream right here on NY Yankee Mania, everyone. We will be calling the game tomorrow. It'll be myself and Ken, and we will definitely do that. And if you could spend a few minutes of your valuable Father's Day time, we'd really appreciate it. So that is what's going on. Also, and I know Dev Finch is waiting for this. Tomorrow, it's officially going to go on the first live broadcast of Total Turnbuckle Talk. It will be at 10:45 in the morning. 10:45, we will be on live with Total Turnbuckle Talk, WWE style, and anything else in the world of wrestling. We're going to dissect last night's exciting SmackDown and what took place on Monday Night Raw and what's taking place in the next Raw. And any questions that you have, guys, start putting it in the chat as you go in. Subscribe and as you're in and out, push the like button. I'd appreciate that. And we're looking forward to a great start, a great live show with my co-host TJ and his great graphics. So go look at the videos, guys. Go on Total Turnback Talk now, Buckle Talk, and you will see some great. Yeah, I know that's a tongue twister.
Yeah, it is a tongue twister.
And you will see some great videos, some breaking news, and all of that. So we're looking forward to that. But first things first, and our pregame show is going to come on in a few hours, and we're going to be ready to go for today. So come back at 4 p.m. CT, some final words before we go?
No, I want to show you guys something, but that afterwards, let's just go Yankees. You see that? Yogi Berra.
Yogi, the Yogi Bear. How you doing, Yogi?
And then there's Maris.
Roger Maris.
61 teams, my favorite team, so I have every card from that set. But there's Mantle and Maris right there. There's Mantle. There's Maris.
Oh, that's great. Oh, those are great cards.
And then there's the Roger Maris MVP card from the 61 set. And last but least is my favorite Roger Maris card right there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's my favorite. And that's better than a 5. They gave it a 5. I'd say it's a 7. The grading service stinks of baseball cards. I don't grade cards very often.
It's definitely got to be better than a 5. So.
Oh yeah, the card's perfect.
Well, I guess nobody has any opinion on what the Yankees are going to do tonight. I'm waiting a couple of more minutes. Let's go. Anybody? Star of the game? How long is Rendon going to go? Hello. Oh, final. Oh, it's you, CT. Okay.
Yeah, I thought I'd try starting it.
Started off 6 innings. What's that? 6 or 7 innings, 2 runs, 3 hits, 3 walks. I think Rendon is going to give up 2 runs in 6 innings. Okay, Jake. Thank you. Who else has an opinion, guys? Come on. I see more and more people are coming in the stream. So come on. Anybody, tell us what's going on. Would you rather talk about food? You want to tell us what you're going to have for lunch?
Well,
whatever you want to talk about, guys. You got the floor now. Let's go.
Well, Joe, you owe me a bagel. Remember I asked if I could bum a bagel off you this morning?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, I think everybody's just listening, and nobody feels like typing. Everybody's quiet today. Wow. All right.
Saturday.
If you guys want to save that for the pregame show, I get it. I can't see Rendon. Okay, I can't see Rendon having a bad game tonight, but I'm nervous that the dog crap, the Dubins, is going to shut their offense down. Okay, fair enough. Graham says if Carlos can hold the emotions, he will go deep. If not, the hook is ready. Is ready to come on. Neighbors, I'm depressed drinking Wendy's coffee, and it's oh God. You know, you got to upgrade yourself to McDonald's coffee. Come on. Dev Finch just woke up. Well, you have until tomorrow, 10:45, to come on live and ask all the questions you want, big guy, because it's going to be there. TJ is waiting for you. CT Card says, wake up. Wake up, New York, or wake up, America, wherever you are. Come on, man. John Ferrazzo, I just want a Yankee win. I just want a Yankee win that goes 9 innings. Okay. Yeah. That's good, John. But Jay John, do you have a big time hitter tonight? More of an issue with DJ suspended. We have problems. Okay. Is it official that he's been suspended? He'll probably challenge that so he can play tonight. I'm pretty sure that's what they usually do. So I'm just looking. Is there any news? I'm looking if there's anything that's come out from the Yankees or anyone about DJ. It still looks like it's kind of quiet. So, yeah, it may happen in the next couple of hours. Everyone, we'll see what happens with DJ. We'll have if we find out before 4:00, I will put out I'll put out something on the stream on a little short video. Otherwise, we'll talk about it at 4 p.m. On the pregame show today. CT, do you have any final words?
Let's just go Yankees. Let's win this. Let's win this series. We need to. If we lose this series, I'll be a little depressed, and yeah, we need to start beating the Red Sox up. I said they're a .493 winning percentage team. How are we losing right now? I just unbelievable.
Yeah, unbelievable. Well, with that in mind, everyone, thank you again for spending your Saturday morning with us. I really appreciate it. And one final thing, Jason Dominguez, if Boone plays him, will be a big hit tonight. Okay, John, we're going to hold you to that. Remember, come back at 4 p.m. and we'll discuss the afternoon, everything that's going on. We'll have a live scoreboard update and all of that. So. Again, stay with us, everyone. Have a great Saturday with the family and friends and all. And we will see you 4 p.m. God bless all of you. And as I always say, God bless America. See you later, guys. 4 p.m. Let's go, Yankees.